It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got the Titans' superstar running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Browns under the lights on Thursday night.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight we start Week 9 with in prime time, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. First down, Titans gain of 12. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Parsons. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Parsons. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 84 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Goodman. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down. Goodman. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Goodman. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone...
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll run on first down. Darby flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Back to throw. Parsons. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Darby stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
We certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. While they're able to come away with the interception, Charles, they aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Goodman. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Titans.
Back to throw. Parsons. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Goodman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Goodman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goodman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Price. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
18-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Titans at 6-2 to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. A beautiful fake. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Goodman. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Goodman. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Operating from the gun. Goodman throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Parsons. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Parsons. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Titans.
Looking to throw. Parsons. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goodman. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Goodman. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston, where it'll be the Texans taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Throwing on first down. Parsons got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morris. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll try the left side. Darby shifts past him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 48-yard line, here's second down at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. That's good for 28 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery. Goodman. He finds his man complete. That's Price. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake. Goodman. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still 2nd down.
To throw on second down. Goodman. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Goodman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Looking to throw on second down. Goodman. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Tennessee offense set to go again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Parsons. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Parsons. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Myles Garrett. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, they'll run it here.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That's pulled in at the 32.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On 1st down, Parsons gets this one to Morris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Parsons. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty willful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Parsons. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On the ground with it, and the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Parsons got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
23, Browns 13.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Goodman. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive, Parsons. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Darby, and a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Parsons. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw. Goodman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goodman. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nowhere really to go there. They'll take this up just shy of midfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, Darby. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Caught here by Griffin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Parsons goes right back to him. It's Griffin again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Titans 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Darby, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run the counter. Darby, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby, and now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So now the Browns down by 13, a little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Samuel, and they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Goodman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Titans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.